Good morning, everyone. The sun's really graced us with its presence today. It's really warm, hot and sunny. But yeah, there's going to be a thunderstorm from like 5 o'clock apparently, so this may all take a major turn later on. Today we're going to be going into the city. Janet wants to do a little bit of shopping for some people back home first of all, and then we're going to go to Fort Vyšehrad, I believe it's pronounced. So it's like a church fort thing in the centre of Prague. A lot smaller than the castle we were at yesterday. Hopefully be a really interesting historic site. We're going to head out there in just a few minutes. I got another one. In in English they're called chimney cakes. I got a jam one and Janet got a whipped cream one. I think I preferred the chocolate one, but it's still very nice. Got into a little eco-space Prague shop. It's all cruelty-free stuff. I've got some soap for my partner there. Hope it's a good one. And the young lady around the shop was really helpful. She gave me a lot of pointers and advice on what the products were all about. So yeah, it's really friendly. I've got to go find Paul again. I got distracted and I've lost him. I think he's going to go get some drinks in Albert's, so I think it's this way. But yeah, I saw a shop, got distracted, and didn't make him know. So Janet finished her shopping. We've now taken the metro across to Vyšehrad. We're waiting on Milo and Co. to have a little look around that. We're going to have a sit and have some drinks we got from Albert's. I found a Pepsi that was mango flavoured, so I had to buy that. There's also a Coke Zero that was lemon flavoured. I wish we got these kind of flavours in the UK. It'd be a lot more fun, other than in those machines you get like Five Guys. The view up here is actually really nice.
Hague were going to send me to prison.
Wait, what?
Well, it could have.
That's actually pretty damn nice.
Yeah. Considering you said you wasn't keen on, well, not that you weren't keen on mango, it's just...
No, I love mango. It's Pepsi. I don't think Pepsi's as good as Coke.
It's blasphemy.
I think Coke's better than Pepsi.
I love Pepsi.
That's pretty nice.
Like, compared to the two, I prefer Pepsi.
Yeah, Sam drinks Coke more than Pepsi, don't
It
you?
only came in big bottles. I'm not as weird. I really like that. There's these little insects about. I like them. Little red things, or orange. Paused a little Google, and they're European firebugs. Firebugs or fire beetles, does it say?
Firebugs.
Firebugs. There's
There is
loads
a
of
beetle,
them.
but it's not these.
It's pure orange, isn't it, the beetle?
Yeah. It's got no like black markings on it.
Yeah, roses have nice black markings on them. There's loads of them. It's like seeing ants in the UK crawling everywhere, but they're actually colourful and nice. But they're going all around there. We've met up with Paul's family and friends, and we are at the fort. So we've come to the cemetery at the fort, and I'm told there's quite a few famous people buried here. The grave, as soon as you come in, is apparently from a famous Czech writer. But it's a really stunning cemetery, like huge monoliths to the deceased. There's a red squirrel that's proving rather elusive for the camera. There he goes. You can even get a visual and audio guide of the cemetery, which I'm not surprised because apparently there are lots of famous people buried here and some very unique stones. Some of these memorials are absolutely incredible. I've never seen a graveyard like this in England. We do have some nice ones in London that are more parkland, but some of these memorials are absolutely huge. I've been told by one of Paul's family that you have to be very special to have a memorial here. It's quite an honour, and there are quite a lot of celebrities. We've seen artists, an actor from the National Theatre, and there's an absolutely huge one at the front, which Milo tells me is there's been an inventor on there and some other things, but he wasn't sure who they all were. He said to have a little Google, so I'll have a little look when I'm back home. So I've got a film of it, but it is the biggest monument here that I've seen, and it has this beautiful angel at the top and everything. It's like, I don't know who they are. A lot of them give you sort of a clue. So there's one with a violin earlier, one with some art at the front, got one here with a guitar on it. They are beautiful. A few of the celebrity ones actually have their autograph on a bit of stone as well, which is really nice. There are some that have the person's face engraved into it, so their image is there. It is a really impressive scale when you look around it. I have no idea if that's coming across in camera, but like the size of these memorials and just how they're all in here. There's not been a single one that's just a normal headstone. They're all big. I think this map shows you where all of the famous people are buried. In fact, it does tell you what they did. Architect, actor. Yeah. Got a couple more red squirrels. That one's having a snack. So we're just gone up a slope and at the fort to see another incredible view. It's not quite Prague Castle, the observation tower, but it's still amazing. There's loads of high points to give you those kind of views. Fort's behind me, cemetery was just down the hill over there. Pool's just over there. And there's the view. There are just so many high points to see beautiful views of the city. So we were up a hill just there a moment ago, so that previous view is from. Literally just come down there, slope, down that path, end up here. Similar view, a little bit lower, but you can see much more around that side. You can even see Prague Castle over there in the distance. It's nice to see the whole city. Now you can pay to go inside the fort itself. Church? They call it a fort, but it looks like a church. There's a little ticket office inside. We're not going to be doing that though, because we had a bit of a lay-in my way because we're knackered from the week. And obviously spent time going around the cemetery, looking at the views over there. There's plenty to do outside without even getting tickets to go inside. There's lovely parks over which I'm going to look at now. I say the view, the cemetery. You can even get apps, like I said earlier, to look at all the great and famous people. It's a beautiful little area, well worth a visit. I think it's one of those little hidden gems that maybe when you come to Prague you think the castle, the clock. Maybe you don't think this. But I'd say it's worth a look. There's a cellar you can go in which looks really creepy on the website, but it closes in a minute. So we're too late to enjoy that. But this looks a bit quirky. I need to investigate whatever this is. It's like a little doorway that's been closed off. No idea if you can get to the other side of it. But yeah, so you can't. A beautiful view of the river nonetheless. I'm fairly certain the apartment we're staying in is on the other side of the hill. I think I recognise that yellow building to the left of it. And from what we're saying, let's say we can see the stadium over there. We can't see the castle. I think that's gets blocked by that hill there. So I'm fairly certain that's right. I think I'm going to be saying this a lot this vlog, but the views up here are amazing. Like London just doesn't get this trouble. London being so flat, you don't get these places where you stop on a hill and look over it. What, you've got Hampstead Heath and that's about it. Yeah. And even back home in Norfolk, so flat. It's renowned for being flat. You have to go to the peak district to kind of get amazing views, but this is the city. It's really hilly. And if you just go to so many different spots. The castle, this fort, the observation tower, which I know is an observation tower, but it's even on a high point, so if you're even going up your same observation tower, you could get amazing views. It looks just incredible out there. Music from some town there. I have no idea what's below. I'm assuming these are the old walls of the fort here, looking at the arrow slits. Prague Castle in the distance again. So Paul checked the weather 5 minutes ago. What did the weather forecast say?
Said it was clear.
What happened?
It wasn't clear.
Yeah, it's a storm outside. That's the last day of this trip to Prague. I think we've had a great time. Definitely. Seen all those things. Like things like the Quid Bridge I didn't expect to see, but then also the planned stuff like the zoo. A lot more walking than I expected to do.
A lot more walking than I expected to do.
Yeah,
I've been here many times.
3 days in a row I hit 20k or more. I actually don't know how much I did today. It was 10k.
Yeah.
I must have hit at least 15k, I've not looked. That's not important. Yeah. I think it's been a great little trip.
Yeah, there was a couple of places I've not been to. A couple of places that I have been to, but sort of got a chance to see them as they've changed and grown. Like there are areas of Prague Castle. Yesterday, day before. Can't remember.
Yesterday.
It was yesterday.
Yeah, Yeah.
That basically, I didn't go down the side of the castle, or I haven't been able to, so I didn't get a chance to see like into the gardens and the view.
It was incredible. There's been loads of fantastic views.
But there's
So hilly around here.
And obviously this castle that we just come from,
I can't think it was called before.
Vyšehrad.
You remembered.
I'm probably butchering it for those of you who may know the language better than me. But
You've butchered every pronunciation on this trip.
well, we do try.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've never been there before, so it was nice to actually go around a completely different place, and it's got a nice little, well, I say a nice little, but it's got a nice cemetery.
Yeah, surprisingly, the stuff was
But
pretty big.
it's like, I think it's like I think I mentioned it to you while we were walking around, but there's not celebrities, but people of nobility, like poets, writers, authors, composers, buried within.
Yeah, I did find a map showing where they were and who they were. It was all in Czech, but yeah.
But basically, it's very similar to sort of thing to like the people that are buried. I think is it West? No, I keep saying. Basically, there's
Highgate.
a couple of,
You're not Highgate.
Yeah, probably Highgate. Yeah, but it's a bit like that, and I've never been around it before. So obviously, to go around there and see a little bit more of the history of Prague and people that sort of helped make it.
I got the impression it's sort of a hidden gem location where everyone goes to the main castle but not there. So
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't even that busy.
No,
I mean,
yeah.
it was like compared to like the main Prague castle, you've got like security and everything.
Yeah, proper checks to get in, like
But
bag
this,
checks,
you just sort of
scanners.
walk in, walk round, and sort of see the sights, and it's really good.
Yeah.
And obviously, without giving, well, this is at the end anyway, so you'd have seen it, but just going around like the top of the fort, like you're literally on the wall, walking around and looking out over to like areas of Prague, and there's still areas that I look at and I'm like, I've never been over there, but it's a lovely view. So
I think you can spend your whole life looking around a city. So it's always another
it
street
is
you've
such a
been
lovely
down.
city, and I love coming here. Obviously for family reasons, but also because it's such a beautiful city. I mean, if you ever do get the chance, come.
Yeah,
Because
it's pretty out there.
It's so nice.
Especially like history.
Even the people here. Like, I mean, I don't speak the language that well. I can sort of make out certain things that they say or certain gestures, but they're friendly. Like, if you're an elderly person and you get on one of the buses or trams or even the trains, and someone will literally get up and offer you their seat. And I'm not meaning that in a bad way in the UK, but it's a very rare sight.
Yeah. And when I got back from Madagascar, I was like, oh, everyone in Madagascar was so friendly. I got on the train, and the first person I interacted with back in this country just shoved me. I was like, oh, great, I'm back into this nonsense.
So yeah, it's quite delightful to sort of see a different culture.
Yeah, and on the history side of things, it looks very 1930s, 1940s, a lot of the streets. In fact, to a point where we walked past whatever that theatre place is opposite the Palladium.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And they were filming an episode of season 4 of Das Boot. So anyone who doesn't know, that's a German book turned into a film, now a TV series. I'm assuming a Czech TV series. That is about a German U-boat that gets
You do
caught
get a
underwater.
lot of filming around here,
Really
as you
good.
said.
Yeah, obviously it's
They
a really
film-
good place for war films because the stuff looks like it's still from the
Yeah.
1940s.
I mean, they filmed Outlander here. They filmed The Musketeers here. The series, not the movies.
Yeah, the BBC one. We just had dinner. Where do we go? What was it called?
I can't remember the name. Sadly, I
Yeah, I did
rubbish
a
with
minor
names.
amount of filming there on my camera.
but
my
basically it's
phone.
like a sports bar and restaurant.
Yeah, I had this lovely cheese dish with potato. It was really tasty, but so cheesy. I mean, I like cheese, but I couldn't quite finish it. It was that cheesy.
It was gnocchi with sheep cheese and bacon, chopped
Yeah.
bacon, which looked really nice.
What did you?
I had a beef with cream sauce with a cranberry and whipped cream. Excuse me, a cranberry and
repeating you now, isn't it?
that was it. But yeah, I had a cranberry and whipped cream topping, and basically it comes with again bread dumplings,
Yeah, it looked good.
and it was all cooked in like a Czech restaurant.
Yeah, it's all proper Czech food.
Um,
Yeah, like,
slightly-
TJ
it-
Fridays across the street.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that was Prague. Thank you for joining us for Prague. Our next trip is going to be Paris for a week.
Yep.
Eiffel Tower, Disneyland for 2 days we've booked. Want to do the catacombs. We've got a lot we want to do in Paris. We'll fit it all in.
Groot also might be joining us.
Okay, yeah, his little Groot toy, which has briefly been seen in...
It's not a toy.
He's been seen in like the Yorkshire videos once. But yeah, maybe I'll see it more.
Video.
Was he?
Yeah.
When?
I waved and you recorded.
Oh yeah, okay, he's been in 2 of these videos.
He's not catching up and he's the one that recorded them.
And edited them, so who knew? Yeah, I think that's us saying goodbye then. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in Paris.
Bye bye.
It's our final morning. We're all packed and ready to go. I'm gonna miss my balcony. The views. But balcony in Paris. So happy for that. It's really foggy this morning. We've had rain, we've had sun, and now a really thick fog. But yeah, we've got to get the bus. Actually in about half an hour, so we've got a little bit of time. And off to the airport. And it's Paul's birthday today. But he's having trouble with his phone, so you know, it's not the best start for him. He didn't charge it overnight. As you can see, those buildings in the distance. It's really cool seeing him in the fog. Paul's in the loo, and you can get to the windows that go to the loo from the outside of the property. I went to knock on it to annoy him. It turns out they're all unlocked. Hey, Paul.
Hi, vloggers.
And we're leaving the apartment now. Sad times.
I don't really have much to say.
It's his birthday and he's miserable.
Do you really want to go home on your birthday?
That is fair. It is a good reason to be miserable.
It's been a lovely time here, as I said before,
Yeah,
but yeah.
like a minute ago for you guys. Yeah, time to hand the keys back in. It's a little lockbox you lock on the gate outside.
Bye bye.
Apartment. Taking the bus back to the airport and the forebodingness of the children's playground with a crashed plane. And we've touched down in the UK again. Prague's over!
Yeah.
But we had fun.
Yeah.
And it's Paris in like 2 or 3 weeks.
About that, yeah.
Yeah, less than a month from over Paris. So we'll see you.
We'll see you then. Bye bye.